Next game, Chelsea 2, West Ham 1. The big news coming into the game was Sanchez was benched for Philip Jorgensen. I think
Fucking fiery.
Sanchez. Yeah, I mean, the same thing happened last year with Petrovic coming.
Yeah.
So I think that Chelsea's just really about reevaluating that whole keeper situation. It's been holding him back. But all that being said, it didn't matter because they conceded a goal due to a defensive mistake from Levi Colwell. Gave pretty much handed a goal to Bowen. He still obviously scored well. He had 21.25 points
First
on his
game back.
return. Yeah, so that's huge. Cole Palmer with 15.5 points. He got an assist off his block, like a shot that was going wide, and Wan-Bissaka deflected into the goal for the game winner.
He looked good, man. He's so relaxed when he plays.
So
relaxed.
What I noticed was that he was dropping way deeper to receive the ball, which I think is good, but like I also don't know if it's that great because that means he's further away from goal.
Well, it's because he's got Enzo Fernandez pushing so far up, and then Cucurella playing inverted, and Reece James coming up that right wing. He has no choice. It's so clustered up there.
Yeah, Chelsea still doesn't look like they're where they were a month and a half ago, though. 2 months ago. They just they look kind of young. And
but they won.
They won, and they came back from 1-0 down. Now so good for them.
Tied for top 4 now. So they're still there, still in contention.
Jackson woes continue. He got nutmegged.
That
was kind of crazy. He got in his own box. Yeah, at the edge of his box.
That's the addition I made to the notes.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you.
I was talking about Jackson. I think so. I have my forwards are Jackson, Savio. Who are my forwards? Jackson, Savio. Sorry, this is not loading. Jackson, Savio, Alenga, and Semenyo. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to start benching Jackson and just like going with, and like if City plays before, I'm gonna start, and like I know Savio's playing because the only question is if Savio's gonna play.
That's exactly what I did because I have Jackson and Savio in my other league, and I benched Jackson because I was like, Savio's playing, he's getting me double digits.
Yeah. I think that's the smart move. I think that's what I should have done this week.
Yeah,
probably would have won me the game. And then 3 weeks later, and so in like a long ass time from now, we have the last game of this game week, which is just a really weird one. But it's going to be Everton vs Liverpool, and which is gonna, for more like 99%, give Tico a 6 loss in a row, or give Enzo a 6 loss in a row.
Did you add that, Tico?
I also made that addition to the notes.
I'm just reading what's here.
Okay.
I'm just reading off the props.
That should be
bold.
You
know what would be amazing if Everton smash on Liverpool, and then Tarkowski still gets a clean sheet points, and I lose, but I won't even be that mad. Won't be that mad.
I would be mad as well if I win.
The first game of the week was that Forrest 7, Brighton 0. What do we call it? An anger bang? Forrest
anger bang.
Brighton just were pissed off after losing 5-0 the week prior and smashed them. Brighton's been decent. But also it just feels like it's a young coach and kind of naive. I think he started how many forwards did he start? Like that, his lineup was really wonky. Against a Forest team, they were going to get crushed. I think the big call-outs are Wood with a hat trick. Pretty amazing. Yep. He just continues to be everything.
MVP.
Yeah, okay. I'm starting to come around to that. Anthony Alenga with a hat trick of assists.
Yep.
I was listening to a guy talk about Gibbs White, saying that Gibbs White is one of the best performances he's ever put in. Solid. There's not much to say about it. I think there's better days for Brighton. There's players you want there, but this was not the game, and it really sucked if you started any sort of Brighton defenders.
Just overall, with Forest, the amount they scored, with it being 7-0, they all got a piece of the pie for the most part. But there was three of them.
Everyone got points.
Yeah.
Anything else there? Can we move on?
Minter, 14.5 points.
Oh yeah, we went back and I was trying to do the math on that. It was 2 shots on target, 2 key passes, 5 successful dribbles, and 3 tackles won.
To get 14 points in a 7-0 loss, that's pretty fucking impressive.
I think we've talked about Minta a lot. For me, it's just him starting. If he starts games, I think he's worth having. He's pretty fun to watch and pretty exciting. He has been since the first game of the season.
Yep.
It's just a matter of putting it together or getting the starts. Okay, next game. Another drubbing. Everton 4, Leicester 0. I think the biggest thing for me in this game was Beto came on after the Calvert-Lewin injury and scored a brace. And, there's a good player in there. Everton played a lot of money for him. He was pretty good. I think he was in Italy before and had some really good performances, and they thought really highly of him. So if he can kind of just get through that mental block, because he had one of the biggest goal droughts ever earlier in the season, going into last year too.
Yeah.
So now that he's kind of in this new space, I think it could be pretty.
Well, he's definitely going to get games. He's definitely going to get games. He's going to get time to prove himself. Honestly, already him scoring a brace is already better than Calvert. So he just needs to stay on top of it.
Yeah, and the same thing with Everton as with Forrest in the previous game, where like pretty much everyone ate except for the guy that I started, Lindstrom. He did not eat. He fasted. But Tarkowski got points and Dye got points. Garner just came back from injury, got 19.75 points. So you haven't known about, is he like the Dwight of the team? He actually plays a lot deeper. Dwight was kind of playing as like a 10 or a left wing, where Garner plays. He's like a creative 6.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then another shot is O'Brien got to start again over Young, and that's now 4 in a row.
Yeah, I think Young's done.
I think Young's done too. I have O'Brien on waivers. I think again. I'm not sure if he was on there last week, but we could talk a little bit more in depth there. But that's definitely something to note. Our next game, Ipswich 1, Southampton 2. Onunachu 21.25 points, 7% owned. Delap 16 points, got a goal. Good for him. I think the biggest thing for me here just was like Enciso coming in. He played decently. He obviously didn't get any returns like goals or assists, but he still managed to get 10 points, which is a good return, all things considered. I'm keeping an eye on that one.
Me too,
for sure.
Well, we can see if he gets more game time. Like 10 points is a good start, and I think he can produce more. We know he's creative. We know he can score goals and create goals. So let's see what we can do in this. It's whether or not him and Delap can get that sort of chemistry, and they can get going.
Yeah. Southampton, I'm not sick in it. I know that there's been a few players that have been popping up with points for them. I'm not on the train of getting them though. I just think they're not. I just think you're gonna.
And how did the defender do? What was his name?
Bendra.
Yeah.
I didn't check for this week. You got minus. He didn't get no minus points because there's only one goal, right? So
8.5.
Yeah.
8.5. Yeah. Respectable.
Yeah. Continues to be respectful. Yeah. All right, next game. Newcastle 1, Fulham 2. Fulham continues to steal from the rich and middle class.
Yeah. And as soon they're going to start getting greedy, they're going to start stealing from the poor too, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I mean, they look pretty good. I mean,
they dominated the second half.
Yeah, they kind of
dominated the second half.
They deserved it. It wasn't like a smash and grab by any means,
No, it definitely was a smash and grab. Like even Jimenez, I know he only got one goal, but he looked dangerous in the box. Like he missed a couple sitters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, his first goal in 4 games. Good to see. He had 19 points. The assist was from young Jedi American Anthony Robinson, which is his 10th assist of the season. Only the 7th defender to hit double digits assists in Prem history, and he has 14 more games to go.
14 more games.
What's
to go.
The record for a defender?
You think it has to be Trent? Must have it. You know
must
what I mean?
Have it, right?
Trent or friggin' what's his name? Right back for Trippier.
That's a good one too. A lot. Yeah.
Trent 13.
Trent 13.
So I mean,
he's definitely doable.
Robinson's on pace to crush that.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Trent and Antonio Valencia tied for 13. So
forgot about Antonio Valencia.
That's a deep cut. Yeah, but I mean, this is a good game. The pieces here. I don't think anything like stood out as exceptional. Murphy got some good points here as well. He continues to kind of just be relevant, like not sensational, not like this person that wows you, but he's just relevant. He just shows up. So you gotta like that. Next game, Wolves 2, Villa 0. Watkins subbed at halftime due to a tweak. How are you guys feeling? Both you guys own him in different leagues. Are you just really has this been just the pain in your side?
Yeah, man. And also he left the game with minus points, the bastard. And I'm playing against Tico, and it hurt even more.
Who has 4 players playing twice?
It's been tough. Like the strikers, like him and Havertz, I put them in the same sort of mold. Like I don't know who's showing up what week and what points they're going to put up. Because when they put up points, they put up double digits. You know what I mean? But again, they have to score a goal. They're not getting it much else.
Yeah, I mean, I think with Watkins, it just hasn't been. I mean, last season he probably overperformed where he should and could, and this season he's probably underperformed. I think the true Watkins is somewhere in the middle there,
But what I would say is for this year, I thought the goals would be there, but I just didn't think the assists would be there. So I think but the balance hasn't been there. The goals have dropped off drastically, and the assists, obviously, we didn't expect much of it. So I think that's where it hurts the most.
Yeah, let's just see how bad this injury is, because they bought a bunch of players, a bunch of creative players. Maybe that can help him get some goals.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, when you think about like Bailey being so good last year, and then we forget about Diaby being so lethal last year as well. And so like that's where a lot of the goals and assists came from, is because he had those exciting players around him.
Correct.
So I totally agree there. I also think you can't discount the fact that they're playing in the Champions League for like the first time in a long time. So it's just like that, like the mental toll that takes and the physical toll that takes, just those extra games. So it makes sense, but you don't love it. Cunha, 19 points, got a goal late, just to kind of tidy it up, put a bow on this game. Well, he kissed the badge and signed a new contract.
Yeah, basically 5 years.
Should have had another goal. He missed like the 1v1. He slowed down. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. It was a 1-on-1. He slowed down. The defender caught up to him, and he just Martinez made a good save, but should have had 2 goals. Love that guy.
Yeah. Kind of only thing to speak there. Good win from Wolves, much needed.
Out of relegation.
Yeah, out of I mean, I think the 3 teams that went up are going down again.
Yeah,
I really think so.